I'm here with Andrew. Andrew is, I've known Andrew now for over a year. I've worked very closely with him and got to know him really, really well. Andrew sadly was a victim of modern slavery, labour exploitation, with a pretty traumatic and sad story. And he's been supported very well by Migrant Help and a number of different organisations. He's now working full time um, because of Scotland Against Modern Slavery that helped and supported them into full time employment. I think Andrew's very keen to tell a little bit about his story so that people can understand what happened to him and how it made him feel and to support others who may be in this situation. So, Andrew, thank you very much for joining me today. Andrew, can
Um, so I was working in London, and I was working in security, and I was recruited by this guy. I did some security jobs for him, which I wasn't paid for. I think I was only paid for like one shift maybe, and and then I had to pay my rent, and I couldn't pay my rent in London. You know that my and landlord was like keep coming to my room to pay the rent, and I could, and, I didn't have the money. I was waiting. I was messaging this guy, when is the money coming? When is the money coming? And they keep saying, oh, it's gonna come Friday, today, later. It never came, and the other day they just uh, they just had like another shift. I think it was a actually it was a festival. I think it was in Brighton, the Gay Pride Festival, to work on, and then I went there to work. And then on that day, he asked me if I like dogs. One of the guy asked me if I like dogs. It was like, yeah, of course. And then next day he called me, offered me jobs in Scotland to say I have to take care of dogs and in his house, and was like, yeah, I would take it because there is accommodation and everything. I don't, you know, I could escape the rent situation. I was thinking, and then he came for me to take me up to Scotland, and yeah, it happened there. I was working, for a year, no pay, and he was constantly manipulating me that I'm gonna be this, that, we're gonna be rich and stuff.
Yeah, and if we fast forward then to the point where you were taken away from this, can you tell me what happened?
Yes, science got I have a job, you know, I I have a life, like I have a normal life now. It's not when I was there, I feel more confident. Like everything is more like like normal now.
And through the support that you received, from I suppose through Migrant Help and the support through there, and having a job, what does that mean to you then? Actually, meaningful work.
Mm, I don't know. It's normal for me to have a job. I always used to work normally, so it's it's good. It feels good to have a job because it feels more secure. You know.
So Andrew, you've got, you're working, you're in a better place, you're feeling a bit happier about yourself, and it seems to be that you're in a much better place. Well, I've known you now for this long. You are much happier and content in your life.
Yes.
You have your own flat,
Yes.
and you're really looking after yourself,
Yes.
which is great to see. Now, we sit, Andrew, and we'll talk about people, that are in these circumstances, and I'll maybe talk to you broadly about some of the other victims that I've met, and they've survived this, some of the issues that they've had, and trying to get them into work and some support around that as well. But many people, Andrew, in this situation don't know. Is that fair to say that when you were in this situation, you didn't know that this was happening to you?
I didn't know. Yeah, I felt like everything was okay, and when first the police came to me to take me away from there, I didn't want to really go, because why would I go where I have my accommodation and stuff. But then he threatened me, so that I just decided to go that day.
Okay.
And I always felt anxious there, and I don't want to feel that way again.
And I guess this is part of what life was. You were anxious, fearful, scared.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is something that's very common. If somebody's a victim, they don't know it. They'll be working. They don't understand that this is happening to them.
Yeah.
And what's going on. What would you say to anyone that maybe understand a little bit that they're in these circumstances? What's your advice? What's your guidance to them, David?
Just after a week, just say, if you are not getting paid, leave that place, and that's it. And if you are further in the situation, just try to talk to someone, anybody, And even if you're scared to talk to, the police, maybe you have somewhere to write it, online or something. Talk about it with someone, and they will help you. They will report it. I talked to someone, I talked to the police, and that's how I am here now.
Andrew, thank you very much for being so open and honest. And we will put the National Modern Slavery Helpline number on this for anyone that feels that they're in this situation. They can contact the number. There's translation services and trained staff who will be able to put immediate support in for you as soon as possible. Thank you, Andrew, for your time.
Thank you. Bye.